They're pretty cool plants. They will not keep you on your toes every day.
They're aglaonemas, and today we will talk about them. So, welcome to Plantify.
Aglaonema is my favorite indoor plants because of the ROI they are giving to me. ROI not in terms of money, but the look they are giving versus the care I am providing to them. Aglaonemas are available in lots of colors and varieties. In local nurseries you will get lots of them. All of them looks really beautiful. I just own a few of them, but there are so many other varieties are also available in the market. By the way, their names are as pretty as their look. This is Diamond Bay, this is First Diamond, this one is Sparkling Sarah. This one is Sparkling Sarah, this one is Red Valentine, Aglaonema Red Valentine, and this one is Siam Aurora. Siam Aurora or Aglaonema Lipstick. I prefer the name Lipstick.
Let us talk about their light requirement first.
Aglaonemas are shade-loving plants, so they are great as indoor plants. And these dark green ones can survive in low light conditions, any corner of your room. But the colored one, the variegated one, needs little more light. You can keep them near a window or you can keep them in your balcony. But don't keep them in direct sunlight, their leaves may burn.
Now, coming to the soil.
Now, regarding soil medium, they are again a no complaint plant. You can put them any kind of well draining soil medium. See, my different aglaonemas are growing in different kind of soil medium. They need well draining soil.
To make your soil well draining, you can add perlite, sand, or paddy husk with it. Next is watering.
Let the soil dry out between watering. Don't overwater them. They can't tolerate that. They will suffer from root rot.
Yellow leaves are sign of overwatering. However, dry brown tips of leaves is sign of underwatering or irregular watering.
By the way, aglaonemas are flowering plants. You see this little thing? This is the flower. They are not as pretty as their leaves. You may snip it off or you may keep it like this. I kept it like this. So I have talked about sunlight, watering, soil.
Let us now talk about fertilizer.
These plants don't need much fertilizer. You may fertilize them with a handful of compost or with liquid fertilizer once or twice a year. That should be enough. I generally don't fertilize them often. See this plant, the growth of the plant, I never fertilized it.
This plant is with me for more than a year and continuously producing new leaves.
They are not vulnerable to any kind of pest attack or diseases. None of my aglaonemas suffer from pest attack or fungus infection. So they are pretty cool plants. They will not keep you on your toes every day and you can just chill and enjoy.
Subscribe to Plantify for more gardening videos and thanks for watching.